Hello everyone, this is Avi from Digital Security, and today we'll be covering cross-site request forgery, or also known as CSRF. So, cross-site request forgery is an exploit in which unauthorized commands are run through a legitimate user. We can see that in the bottom left I am currently logged in as an admin, and that this HTML form allows me to change my password. So let's change my password and see what that does. So we can see that this clearly forms a simple GET request because we can see the parameters I pass through in the URL. So in theory, what this would do is if a hacker knew I was within an authenticated session, they could try and phish me by crafting a link that would change my password if I clicked on it. So there you go, right? So they could change it to whatever they wanted. If I clicked it, it would change the password. So clearly this is dangerous. What they could also do is set up a website and have this same form. So let me just grab it. So they could just steal this form, right? Host it on their own website. And if I were to visit that site and use that form, it would also send the server a change of password request through me. And if I was authenticated at the time, it would also change my password. So I'm just gonna set this up really quickly, and you'll see that my password will change to 123. Oh. Hot tip: don't run a VM and recording software on a tiny laptop. Yep. So let's just visit this. And you know, in practice, they could make this look like a very legitimate site, and you may visit it having absolutely no idea. Because this is simply a HTML form, you wouldn't really see the request it's sending unless you specifically inspect the element. So here we go, change, password change. So my password is now 123. So clearly this is a very dangerous exploit, and it's very, very common on the internet. So now we'll go about how to fix it. So the best protection you can have against CSRF are CSRF tokens. So essentially what these tokens are cryptographically generated strings that are regenerated per every request uniquely. So that means I'll just show you what one might look like. So it'll just be an extra parameter. Here we go. So now you can see that there is an extra piece of data that's sent to the server. And the server will cross-check and also regenerate. See, I refreshed the page, and that token is going to be completely different. Yep, surely enough, completely different. So this means that an attacker now also has to obtain this token, and they can't simply send you a link like in the previous examples or an input form. If they have that input form, they need to also include this unique string, but it's very unlikely that that's going to happen. So I can show you in practice how this will no longer work, or rather the previous attack that we did will not work. So let me just so there you go, that sent the token, so the password changed. Before, if we just click, so if we remove this token and we don't send it, we try to change it. So let's just send this. Yeah, nothing will happen. So it'll just drop the request because it'll just assume it's a bad request. So you can see that was not accepted by the server, and the password did not change. So this shows that with our tokens implemented now, we're safe from CSRF attacks, and yeah, we should always implement them because this vulnerability is all too common in the internet. So yep, this has been Avi from Digital Security, and thank you for watching.